Hello, beautiful soul sister. My name is Saber. I'm tuning into you from the beautiful Bay Area, California, and I'm really honored that you actually landed on this video on the corner of the internet. You probably found it via one of my automations or my content, something to that nature, which is exactly what I'm going to be teaching you, how I actually monetize this end to end. It's really powerful because it's been able to allow me to bring all of the passionate pieces of who I am as a creative. I'm a performer, I do burlesque, belly dance, fire dance, I do quantum healing. I'm also just an artist and a creative at heart. And I come from a background of doing a traditional business as far as creating with my art, right? Making my handmade art, going to events, going to craft shows, going to conscious music festivals. I got really inspired from going to Burning Man back in 2014, and that really made me go on the trajectory of finding an alternative path where I could really be in my own unique essence. But what I really found from living in that paradigm was, in 2019, I went to 26 events in 1 year, selling my art, performing, and just hustling my whole tail off. And I remember my goal at the time was to save up for a custom home on wheels conversion, because at the time I had started my business living in a van and I had worked my way up to starting to live in this really sweet conversion bus. And my goal was to just work my tail off and get a really nice sweet conversion vehicle where I can, have my storefront, my art studio, and my living space all at once. But in 2019, I was working 80 hours a week and I fell deeply in love at the time, and me and my partner at the time just didn't have much time for each other. My community was really falling at the seams. I didn't have enough time for sisterhood or really enough time for myself. My adrenals were starting to really suffer and I was just stressed. And really trying to figure out another way. That's really what inspired me to just draw a line in the sand and try to figure out something online. I knew about low ticket MLMs and affiliate marketing. I knew about, being a brand ambassador and repping other products and services. I knew about coaching or healing or creating courses, and none of this stuff really felt like a whole nother project, a whole nother thing that I had to build up from scratch. And having already built my art business from scratch, I just really wanted to work smarter, not harder. And I'm so grateful that I found this academy and this platform that I'm going to be sharing with you about how it all works today, because I really got to learn how to just get paid to be me and actually just monetize my content, who I am as a person. So fast forward, it's been almost 3 years actually being in this space, and it completely changed my life. Very soon after, just within a couple months, I was able to actually not have to live in a camper vehicle. I was able to have a camper vehicle and live in a place paying rent. That was the first time I had done that in a really long time, just on my own with me and my partner at the time. And then actually within about 10-11 months in, I sold most of what I had and bought a one-way ticket to Costa Rica, and I chose to do that, and I stayed there for 15 months, and I was sustaining myself from this business, sharing my heart content and having a travel brand. And that was something I've always wanted to do. I just didn't know how to really do it in the most profitable way where I was actually going to have fun doing it. Along my travels, I had actually met people who were YouTube influencers who were doing these different podcasts and these different things, but they were always on their technology, and I did not want to do that. And I was so grateful that I had this automation. I was so grateful that I was able to actually monetize my content. So actually, the more fun I had, the more money I actually happened to make. So when I went to Costa Rica for those 15 months, my business absolutely exploded. My life completely changed. And I decided to come back to California more just by choice to really pursue my dance passions, getting into pole dancing, really focusing on my tribal fusion, and just having so much more choice than I've ever had in my entire life. Now I have a dance space, I'm living in the city, and I'm just really here to experience my life and to teach you how to actually take back your power and your choice and really empower yourself financially as a creative, because I feel like abundance is our birthright, and the way that the world is going right now, it's going online, and we need to figure out how to do things where trading our time for money is no longer an option, because it's just not going to really sustain ourselves, especially as artists and creatives. We really need to figure out ways to have that long-term sustainable income, right? So I'm going to go over the 3 pillars of how this business model works very briefly. There's going to be a way for you to actually just explore this deeper. You can either hop on a 15-minute, no BS, straightforward call so we can map all this out, how it would particularly work for you. Or you can actually just keep going through more automation, just do your own business due diligence and see how this resonates. So I'm going to give you the 3 pillars on how this particular business model really works. Pillar number 1 is really your personal brand. So think about how you actually found this particular space. It might have been through my ad, it might have been through content creation. It was probably me just sharing my passion, my vision, my story. It was something magnetic, something that either it was something you felt like, oh, this person has what I want, or they're going where I want to go, or there was something that was a resonance, right? And now you landed here. So this is the beautiful thing about attraction marketing and personal branding. It's not about having picture perfect anything or the perfect branding or the perfect colors. I love doing that stuff, and that all gets to come. And I started just where I was with no social media skill. I just got to show up where I was and just really sharing my story. And what's really cool about that is through attraction marketing, you actually have your vibe attracting your tribe. This is not about having 1 million followers. I know people who have millions of TikTok followers and they're still broke working a 9 to 5. I also know multimillionaires who barely have any followers on Instagram and they're just building in other ways, right? So it really just doesn't matter how many followers you have. It doesn't matter how picture perfect you are. Actually, what matters most is that you're authentic, that you're relatable, because people buy from people they know, like, and trust. Especially if things are all automated and connected, it's like, you know why you resonated with this, right? So that's the first piece, is personal branding. And when you have people reaching out to you for what it is that you offer, you don't actually have to reach out to a single person. I've never done that for this business, and it makes it so much more powerful because people reach out to me every day wanting to learn what it is that I do, and they get to just learn how to create an income online on their own terms. Now from that goes into the second pillar, which is obviously having an offer on the back end, because you need to have some product or service in order to monetize it, right? And I pivoted from creating my own offers from scratch. However, I'm a creative, so I'm always going to be creating, and I'm into creating passion projects. However, I understand the importance of having digital assets so I can really have a financial foundation for my passion projects, because my passions personally became a burnout, and that was not what I started my intentional art business to be at all. So I actually work with affiliate marketing. So if you don't know what affiliate marketing is, essentially, if you think about Amazon, right? If we look up, oh, you want to go to Costa Rica and you're looking at the best places to hike, and then maybe someone made an article about it, and then there's a link and it says these are the shoes that we wore, and then you click on that link and then you buy the pair of shoes that you want to wear on that trail that person recommended, and that person actually will receive a commission. That is affiliate marketing, right? Companies will actually pay commission for you to rep their brands. Now, what's really cool about this particular model is I get to lead with me. You get to lead with the product, or you get to lead with you, or you get to lead with both. I personally lead with my personal brand because I'm a dancer, I'm a creative. My brand really is me. I'm very alternative, obviously. And I really wanted a way to actually monetize who I am on a soul level. And I have so much more to share about me than a product or a service. So that's particularly how I use this particular model, because of the automation. So with the affiliate marketing, I almost went into pillar number 3, which is automation, but pillar number 2 for affiliate marketing, I partner with a high profit offer. It is the only high profit offer in the direct sales industry, which is an industry that has created more female millionaires than any other industry. Like literally, you can look it up, 90% of wealthy females actually come from this industry. And this particular company that I partnered with is the only high ticket offer. So I'm not making like $20 to $50 per sale. I'm making hundreds to thousands of dollars per sale with the company that I chose to partner with, which is a 48-year-old Japanese water ionizer technology company. And you guys can actually look this up for your own business due diligence to actually research and explore this, because, you know, even though I don't have to lead with the product, I really wanted to make sure that what I stand for and what I stand behind, or what stands behind me rather, with this particular model, that it was credible and that it was good for the people, planet, and profit. And this is a company that really has a philosophy on creating a world with people who are happier, healthier, and wealthier. So if you look up ERW on Google Med or Pub Scholar, this is where you will have credible, authentic resources that are not just people throwing random shit on Google, you know? So ERW, electrolyzed reduced water. There's thousands of research and articles. There are top health gurus, there's holistic doctors. This is a medical grade device that has actually been used in Japan for over 40 years, and it's actually just starting to scratch the Western world, which is really, really cool. So it's actually a company that's at the top of the bell curve, where there's like top athletes and celebrities and these people who really know what they're talking about as far as healthy living, using this particular product in their home. And now people like you and me can actually use this and leverage this not only as a product for our health, but also for our wealth, because of the way that this particular business model is revolutionizing the industry. Now, I know when I first saw a webinar just like this, I was like, wait a second, I don't want to be the water girl. Like, I don't get it. How are you leveraging this without actually selling it, right? And so that actually goes into pillar number 3, which is the automation. So automation is such a game changer. This is literally how you do not have to trade your time for money, right? Traditional forms of network marketing, which I personally didn't want to go into because 1, they're low ticket, all of them. 2, there's no automation, meaning I would actually have to go out there and pitch the products on social media, hop on a bunch of sales calls, answer all these different questions. Oftentimes too, they have things like monthly qualifications, where if you don't hit a certain amount of sales volume per month or whatever, it's not a sustainable amount of income, right? It's like, yeah, it can be passive income if people continue to keep buying these things, which our offer, this water ionizer for your home, is a one-off investment for one. So all of these pieces of traditional forms of network marketing really just didn't make sense to my business brain. But this one is high ticket and it's automated. So I've literally never hopped on a single sales call. And if you look on my social media, never talked about this product ever. And I still have been monetizing it as my full-time income for almost 3 freaking years. And this is how you can actually tap into this without even knowing how to do any of this technological stuff. I didn't know how to do anything like websites or ads or any of this stuff. I chose to actually learn it myself because I love automation, and leaning into the automation even more means that I can have my money work for me even more. But you know where I learned all of this is our academy. So this is really where all the automation is. Our automation is in an incredible digital marketing, education, and automation platform. In this platform, you get to receive high-end consultants who are 7, 6, and even 8-figure earners, teaching everything from multi-dimensional marketing in the quantum world with Gabby Kowalski, all the way to someone like Ben Simpkins, who's like the top global guy in Facebook ads. Everything that you could possibly ever desire to learn in your business, brand, legacy, on and offline, you can learn in this platform, and that's where I learned all of it. I used to piecemeal things on YouTube and try to figure it out on my own, but I literally figured out everything A to Z in this platform, and I didn't have to set anything up because I just got to lean on my personal brand. I got to partner with this high ticket offer, start making the hundreds of thousands of dollars commissions right away, and I got to plug into the automation that was already set up for me. So I didn't have to figure out any of my landing pages, my funnels, or websites. I didn't even know what a funnel was when I first came into this space. And I just got to plug into the education and continue to learn and grow and expand myself and surround myself with people who are really prioritizing self-growth and personal development, which has completely changed my life over the past almost 3 years. I literally do not recognize myself anymore. I'm just such a different person on so many different levels. I've grown a lot in my life, growing up through foster care, and I didn't grow up with stable parents, and some of my parents did disappear, and all these different things. And I've grown a lot through years of therapy and all these changes and evolutions. But wow, like, when you actually have a community where you are all so obsessed with building and prioritizing your future and your personal growth, quantum leaps happen. You just have to have the right system, you have to have the right mindset, and you have to have the right community. And this is an all-in-one space for you. So at this point, this is literally all it is, A to Z. It's really a high-level overview on how it really works. I usually do videos around 50 to 60 minutes that really break this down more in full. But for those of you who just found me randomly on the internet, I know you don't really want to take a lot of time for someone you don't really know yet, but if you wanted to actually book a call with me, we can have a quick 15-minute chat below. There should be a link somewhere below on this page that you can just book a chat with me. I'm happy to answer any questions, really map out anything that wasn't particularly clear for you in this video, or you can actually just start the trial into the platform. And what's really beautiful, the platform is our academy. This is the rest of the automation, right? Because this is where all the light bulbs really go off. When we learn a new paradigm and a new business model, the best way to go through it is to go through it and actually learn, right? And then you start to see how it can actually work for you. So you can start that trial for 14 days, money back guarantee, for just $22. Depending on when you actually watch this though, it could be 14 days, it could be 30 days. It will say at the bottom on the button below. I'll always make sure that that's updated. So just so you know, it is $22 risk-free, and you have your money back guarantee, so you can actually check out the entire platform yourself and really get a feel for this and have a really powerful strategy call with somebody to really work out particularly your game plan on how you can use this. And you will be able to actually see the rest of the water, the numbers, and how you get paid, how all of that works. And like I said, going through the automation really allows you to see how the automation actually works for you. So I'm really happy that you guys got to check this out. For those of you who do decide to book a call with me, and if you do this within 24 hours of actually watching this, I will know in my system, and what you actually will receive from me is a generational wealth strategy call that's from our founders of the platform, who actually map out 100K in 90 days in this space, where you really get to have your vision completely stretched and really see what's possible when you have something that is high ticket, when you have something that does have so much duplication and potential available for you. And they map out how it's really just a few key leaders within your global community that you get to build over time that really can create rapid wealth. And this has been possible for so many people. There's no reason why it cannot be possible for you. I'm so excited for you to actually dive in and explore it and see you on the other side, or even just be able to chat with you. So I look forward to hearing from you soon. Have a beautiful day, and I'm super happy that you guys got to check this out. Bye-bye.